Brandon Miller is our last in-person speaker.
First off, I'd like to say thank you for all of you that represent what the will of the people is in Boulder. Today I want to talk about the Universal Libertarian Human Right to Life Project. Now, this I'm presenting as a city ordinance, and I am prepared to press the issue with petition form. And this is a three-phase process. You can see that there's three parts to it. And the first part starts here, in Boulder, Colorado. A city ordinance that requires all business owners pay 1/5 of their profit after cost of goods sold and before they're taxed to the employees who make up the positions, ultimately providing the business machine for their customers. These employees, they often live paycheck to paycheck. Some people in town live in town and they work in town both. Now, this creates what's called a frenzy stimulus. 20%, 1/5 of the cost of everything is incorporated into the tax write-off as well. So the business owner only loses probably about 10% of its profit. And this creates an excess in city sales tax expenditure from the employees themselves. And it also creates an income tax increase from the employees themselves. A real stimulus for the community. Thank you. I present this in a yay or nay.
Thanks, Brandon. Your time is up.
I know. So this is last. I've just through you without me going petition form. If you'll pass this ordinance, thank you.
Okay, thank you. You can follow up with an email if you'd like. An additional email, right? You've emailed us before. We have two people online speaking. The first one is Lynn Siegel, and the second is Lisa Spalding. So, Lynn, you're up.
Yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Chrissy. Now we have Brandon James Miller, and then Aiden Reed and Dennis Tillotman.
Good evening. My name is Brandon James Miller, Chief Executive Officer at Charity Pictures, the Charity Incorporation umbrella, and Charity Law. I have a gift here for the mayor on his newly re-election. Congratulations. Thank you for your time, chamber members, and the household viewers who are on the other side of the lens. Today I want to continue talking about the Universal Libertarian Human Right to Life Project. I have a PowerPoint presentation. The city ordinance that I'm trying to have ascertained an initiative is relative to an increase in city tax residuals from, you can see, employees getting a 20% increase in a sharing of the profit after cost of goods sold. May I ask the clerk to go to the next slide, please? You can see that the sales tax and all the taxes that the city makes have a certain percentage. When we get here and we see the consumer spending habits, they spend anywhere between 2 and 3 times more the amount of money when they have an increase like a Christmas bonus check. And they also spend frivolously, and they spend 1/3 of their money on fun. Now this is the key for Boulder. May I have the next slide, please, clerk? This is the money that comes from this 1/3 spending, correlating the taxes that the city collects percentagely. You can see entertainment, all of that with 100,000 citizens in Boulder. $80 increase just from this example of a Christmas bonus, which is the average Colorado Boulder area salary and Christmas bonus annually, by the way. You can see that when it breaks into 1/3, 1/3 is entertainment fun, 1/3 is retirement, and the other 1/3 is debt. I combined 66% for both of those. You can see the residual increase on a monthly basis compounded. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for that, Brandon. And I really apologize, but we can't accept gifts. This is very generous of you, but I apologize.
Oh, you can. Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Thanks for the offer. Love it. Okay. Now we have Aiden Reed, followed by Dennis Tillotman and Joseph Sine.
Just push the down button for your second slide.
Good evening. My name is Brandon James Miller, and I am the Chief Executive Officer at Charity Pictures. And today I would like to introduce something to the city, but before, my address, 1834 Main Street. I'm a new Longmont citizen. Today I would like to ask a question. if I told you that city tax derivatives could be increased without increasing taxes or without increasing the price index, would you all believe me? If I told you that the answer is here in this formula, this economical formula, would you still believe me? As you can see here, the city's sales tax has many derivatives. 3.53%, the fuel tax, special sales tax, even the lodger's tax has an additional 2% excise tax. All of these, as you can see, are correlated to what? The consumer's ability to spend. And in accordance with JCR, people who have increased frequencies in their payment, they often increase their expenditures. This is associated with consumer trends. And as you can see, Forbes Advisor Best of 2023 stipulates that these people spend 1/3 of their money on debt, 1/3 of their money on investments, and the other third on fun, which pertains to Longmont's majority of commercial district representation. On the third slide, you can see that with this law, it's basically share the wealth. And this law mandates that all businesses, after cost of goods sold, share 1/5 of the profits to their employees that make up the payroll. As you can see from here, these numbers are based on Colorado's average salary and the bonuses on a monthly basis. This is $6,000. These are facts. People who have this increased money, 1/3, you can see from the $8 million increase, is from that money being spent on those fun items. You can see the additional, the investment in retirement, 66%, accumulate to a double derivative. This isn't including all the taxes. This is just including the sales tax, the Boulder County tax, and a little bit of the additionals, and you can see the varying residuals. That last year's 2022 representation of the city's tax was $35 million. And you can see here, not including everything, all of the city's tax residuals, you can see a double derivative in the very first month. Most of these people, they will be paid and they spend. When they spend, this causes a stimulus, a frenzy. And these people, they buy twice as much, 3 times as much. So I'm asking the city to adopt this ordinance initiative, Share the Wealth. I'm asking this for the betterment of the community. This pertains to my Universal Libertarian Human Right to Life project. And at the end of the day, it creates wealth for the community members in the long run. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brandon.
That is all.
Thank you. Lance Whitaker.